Hi everyone, welcome to my introduction video. My name is Cindy Rich, and that's me over there at my graduation from La Verne in 2008. I will begin with talking about my education. I received my Bachelor of Science in Business Administration in 2008 from the University of La Verne, and after that got a job at a healthcare company, worked for about 4 years, and was unhappy with the job for about 3 of the 4 years, and finally decided that I did not want to do this anymore, and my heart was kind of calling me to go back to school for teaching. I've always wanted to be a teacher. It was the only thing I ever wanted to be growing up as a child, and I felt like it had to be now or never. So I decided that now was the time to go back. So I began my credential courses in the summer of 2014, and I'm happy to say that I finally finished my teaching credential this past May, and am going to be finishing my Master of Education this summer. So I'm very excited about that. My work life. I work as an esthetician part-time. I went back to get my my license actually when I quit my job. I just needed something that was going to be fun and relaxing and not stressful at all, and this was the perfect way to do that. So I still work as an esthetician. I do facials and absolutely love it. It's kind of my out. It relaxes me, and I love just everything skincare, makeup, waxing, all of that fun stuff. So I probably will eventually do that on the side during, either weekends, evenings, summers, things like that, just to kind of keep me busy during that time once I get teaching under my belt. So we'll see how that works out. I also work as a substitute in the Etiwanda School District, and I've been subbing now for the last year and a half. So it's really helped me to understand more of that classroom management and just kind of feel comfortable in front of the classroom. These are my parents. My mom, Laura, my dad, Richard, Richard Rich. Everybody likes that. He is retired, and my mom actually works at the University of La Verne. She's the administrative and operations manager of student affairs. So if you've ever been in the student affairs building or gone to like new student orientation, commencement services, and things like that, that's what she does for the school. And they have been married for 38 years. Well, actually, I believe this year will be 38 years. So long time, and it's definitely a good example of what I would like to have for my own marriage. To see them still happy after all this time gives me courage that my boyfriend and I will eventually do the same. This is my beautiful sister Christine. She is a year and 7 months older than me, and we're very close. We've always been really close, even as kids, and of course as adults today. She is a first grade teacher this year. She's done mostly fourth grade, I think, for the last probably 6 years, and this was her first year teaching first grade. She teaches at Altaloma Christian and absolutely loves her job. So she gives me lots of advice and helps me out with all things teaching, and so she's fun to be around, and I love her. She's got two of my favorite things in the world, which are my niece and my nephew, and that is Nathan Reed and Sophia Lynn. Nathan is 5 years old, going on 12, and Sophia is 2 years old, almost 3. And they are just the joys of my life. They're the cutest things in the world. And Nathan is very sweet, very sensitive, and very, very smart. Some things that come out of that kid's mouth, I'm just like, you're too smart for me. So he loves to read, and he loves school. He's in TK, which he's actually been in for 2 years now, and can read and can write and spell, and the whole as my sister and I are talking, spelling things out that we don't want them to hear sometimes doesn't work anymore, because he picks up on certain things because he can spell those small words nowadays. And Sophia is this little tank, and she's super sweet, super tough. She has a very thick skin. She'll fall down off of her scooter and get right back up and kind of brush her knees off. So I love these two like my own, and I love being an aunt to them since I don't have my own kids yet. And I do see them a lot and spend a lot of time with them. And this brings me to my next love of my life, which is my boyfriend, Scott. We've been together now for 8 years, and we are complete opposites. So not only is he much taller than me, he's 6'5", but we, like I said, are complete opposites. He's into hunting and fishing and all things boy, and I'm into makeup and facials and jewelry and clothing and all things girl. But we complement each other perfectly. So on my days off, I'm usually with him. He works for the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. So our schedules are usually complete opposite, but we work it out together. And on our days off, you will find us cooking to some really good music, vacationing, or going out to eat, watching movies. Those are the things we like to do the most. And here are some pictures of my best friends in the whole wide world. And let's see, Heather here we met when we were about 8 years old. Heidi I met when I was about 9, and we have been best friends ever since, all three of us. There's actually a group of about 4 of us girls from high school that are still inseparable. We all still hang out together when we all have time from our busy lives. And each of them both just had a baby, so I became an aunt again 2 more times. Heather has a baby girl, Brady, and Heidi has a baby girl, Samantha. So that's exciting. I'm excited to see those girls grow up. And my other best friend, Kenneth, we've been best friends since high school, and he makes me laugh more than anyone on the planet, and we have a great time together. Heidi and Heather are actually teachers as well, so all of us here in this picture besides my mom are teachers, which is really funny. But Heather teaches high school PE in the Chino School District, and Heidi teaches Spanish in the San Diego area. So she actually speaks Korean, English, and Spanish, which is really awesome. So these are all my best friends. And here are a few more pictures of my family. Right here is my dad and my boyfriend fishing. They like to do that often. And a couple family photos. This here is my Papa. He is my mom's dad, and he's 92. And he is more active than some 70-year-olds that I know. So he's doing really well, and he gets around and he still drives. And he was also a teacher, so I guess it runs in the family. So next I'll talk about my love for travel. I have been quite a few places now. These are just a couple pictures from my traveling days. In 2006 I studied abroad at the University of La Verne, and I actually went to England. And while I was there, we traveled around. So officially I've been to, let's see, Mexico, Italy, the Netherlands, Belgium, England, France, Spain, Austria, and Greece. So lots of places. I absolutely love traveling. I want to go everywhere in the world. And this past January, my mom and I actually took a trip with La Verne again to Spain. So it was her very first time out of the United States, and she absolutely loved it, and it was a lot of fun together. My next 2 travel places I'd love to go to will be Australia and Ireland, so hopefully sometime in the near future I'll be able to travel there. Okay, and last but not least, just a few things that I love. Cupcakes, I love to eat them. I love to bake them. I love to decorate them. So I have a lot of friends and family that have me do their cupcakes for occasions, and that's a lot of fun doing that. So I love to do that. Cooking, like I mentioned before, my boyfriend and I love to cook I am not that great of a cook, and he's a really great cook, but I've been practicing and I'm getting better and better as the days go on. Pajamas all day. I absolutely love pajamas. So the second I get home, I change into something comfortable, and I'm usually in that until I have to go outside of the house again. So my boyfriend likes to make fun of me, but I love it. So usually online classes, I'm in pajamas all day. I have a book there. I love to read. I don't feel like I have a lot of time to read just for pleasure, but when I do, um, you'll find me with my nose in a book. Um, I have a picture here with some skincare and makeup and nail polish. Like I mentioned before, I'm a girly girl, but I do love skincare, of course, because I'm an esthetician, but I do love makeup and nail polish, and I have way too many of all of those products in my house. So, moving on, I love being an aunt. Of course, I talked a lot about my niece and my nephew. I have some games here because we're a big game family. You'll find us playing Pictionary on Christmas Day and games here and there, so that's a lot of fun. I have this quote: education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And I totally agree with this, and I'm hoping that I can actually be a teacher that's going to hopefully change lives. That's my goal. And I hope to instill the love for learning in my students because for me, um, honestly, when I came back to learn about teaching and taking credential courses, I found that I absolutely loved it. So, um, when you love what you do, it shows. And for me, I find myself now looking at blogs and reading books on classroom management, and any free time I have, I'm studying basically more of teaching. So I find that when you do something that you love, it instills that learning or that love for learning rather. And I hope to instill the love for learning in my students so that they will become lifelong learners, just like I have done. Next, I have this picture of the world just to show my love for travel, which I talked about as well, and this quote that says, "Music is what feelings sound like." And I love this quote because I also love music, and I think music can speak to you in so many ways. So I usually have it on at all times of the day. I love wine also here. You'll find us drinking wine some nights, and my last favorite thing is flowers. Peonies, to be exact, are my favorite. So that is a little bit about myself. I hope you learned something, and I'm excited to watch all of your videos and learn a little bit more about you.